Welcome to the studios of CMU Public Television. Tonight, a Gold Division first round game between Mackinaw City and Ellsworth. Next on Quiz Central.
Quiz Central is brought to you in part by the CMU Bookstore. Your source for maroon and gold pride is the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and maroon and gold memories can be found at the CMU Bookstore. If it's textbooks you need, you'll find them new and used. If you're looking for technology, the CMU Bookstore's Microchips is an Apple authorized dealer. The CMU Bookstore, on campus in the University Center and online at cmubookstore.com. And by the Michigan Education Association and its 150,000 members, advocating for a world-class public education that ensures a bright future for Michigan students and economy. Online at mea.org.
Hands on the buzzers. Quiz Central begins now.
Hudson.
St. Petersburg.
Gondola.
Egypt.
Delaware. Christmas Carol.
Good evening. Welcome on into Quiz Central. Great to have you along here tonight as we continue to roll along in the Gold Division, our small schools division, and we welcome in Mackinaw City and Ellsworth. One of these two teams will continue in a quest to become the ultimate Quiz Central Grand Champion here in Season 8. We started off with 48 teams this season. We divided them into 4 separate 12-team divisions based on the size of the schools. Red, white, blue, and gold divisions each crown a champion. The 4 members of those 4 division championship teams each receive a $2,500 one-year scholarship to Central Michigan University. Plus, we'll be giving away 4 textbook scholarships to 4 lucky Quiz Central seniors, courtesy of the CMU Bookstore. Mackinaw City and Ellsworth. Great to have these two teams here. Great to have you with us. And let's get right to the game. First round here on Quiz Central is the Maroon and Gold Rush round. 2-minute rapid fire round. First player to signal gets a chance to answer the question. Any wrong answers will allow the opposing team to answer the question. There is no consulting among team members here in round number 1, and the correct answers are all worth 10 points apiece. Everybody ready to go? Hands on the buzzers. 2 minutes on the Quiz Central clock. Quiz Central begins now. The General Belgrano cruiser was sunk in what war that featured Harrier jets and saw British commandos recapture Port Stanley from Argentina? Mackinaw City, Catherine.
Vietnam War.
That's not right. Ellsworth, I've read the entire question. If one of you would like to take a shot at it. And nobody does. We'll go to the next question. What author created Lady Brett Ashley and the expatriate Jake Barnes in The Sun Also Rises, and the fisherman Santiago in The Old Man and the Sea? Nobody knows. Next question. Antofagasta and Valparaiso are major ports in what elongated nation that jointly owns Tierra del Fuego with Argentina and whose capital is Ellsworth? Nate.
Chile.
Yes, Chile is right. Ellsworth is on the board first. Savannah Smiles and Tagalongs are part of what food line produced by Little Mackinaw City? Alexandra.
Girl Scout cookies?
Yes, Girl Scout cookies is right. Mackinaw City's on the board. Estuaries have varying values of what quantity, which with temperature determines ocean water density and which is low in brackish or fresh water? Ellsworth, Carey.
Salt?
Yes, salt or salinity is absolutely right. What modern country is the setting of Shakespeare's plays The Taming of the Shrew, Coriolanus, Romeo and Juliet, and The Merchant of Venice? Mackinaw City, PJ.
Italy.
Yes, Italy is right. What planet, orbited by a moon named for the fairy queen from A Midsummer Night's Dream, Titania, is an ice giant lying outside the orbit of Saturn? Mackinaw City, Alexandra.
Jupiter?
No, not the right one. This will be for Ellsworth. If anybody in Ellsworth, if we'll take that buzzer off, please, over there. Ellsworth, if one of you would like to take a shot at it. Ellsworth, Megan.
Neptune?
No, that's not the right one either, and that does put an end to the round. And it is 20-20. We are tied after one. Here are the questions that we didn't answer in the opening round. The Falklands War was that recapture of Port Stanley from Argentina, the opening question. Ernest Hemingway wrote The Old Man and the Sea. And that planet is Uranus. All right, you kind of jogged around that, didn't get the right answer. All right, time to take a little breather. And now it's time to introduce both teams here in this Gold Division first round game, starting off with the Comets from Mackinaw City. Catherine, welcome to Quiz Central.
Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm from Mackinaw and I own horses.
Hi, I'm PJ. I'm from Mackinaw and I like wrestling.
Hi, my name is Brenna. I'm a senior and I'm going to college to be a preschool teacher.
Hi, I'm Alexandra. I'm a junior at Mackinaw and I play the French horn.
And Mackinaw City is coached by Jennifer Lee and Lisa Rivera, and the alternates are Claire Maulmeister and Kayla Davis. We welcome Mackinaw City. And their opponents are the Lancers from Ellsworth. Megan, welcome.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm a sophomore at Ellsworth and I play volleyball, basketball, and track, and I'm on the National Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Carrie Steenwick. I'm a senior at Ellsworth High School and I am on NHS. I'm student council president and I play basketball, volleyball, and softball.
Hi, I'm Diamond. I'm a junior at Ellsworth. I play basketball and baseball, and I'm on the National Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm a junior at Ellsworth. I play cross country, football, basketball, baseball. I'm on the NHS and student council.
And Ellsworth is coached by Aaron Gaffney, and the alternate is Winter Romine. We welcome Ellsworth High School. All right, good close battle after one round here tonight on Quiz Central, so it's time for us to head to our second round, kickoff time. We'll kick it off with a combination of toss-up and bonus questions. I'll ask one toss-up, with the team answering correctly getting 10 points. After a correct answer, that team will be asked up to 3 bonus questions, which will be worth 10 points apiece. Consulting among team members is allowed only in the bonus, not on the original toss-up question. And once a team incorrectly answers a bonus, we go back to a toss-up for both teams. So everybody get your buzzers ready. Here is your first toss-up question. The Bridge Gulch Massacre was a result of this event that was first publicized by Samuel Brannan. James Marshall began it with his discovery at Sutter's Mill that brought the 49ers. Mackinaw City, Brenna.
The Gold Rush.
I need you to be more specific. Which gold rush?
1864.
I can't accept that. Ellsworth, I'll finish for you. Name this mass immigration of people seeking to get rich from a certain element. Ellsworth, Nate.
Gold.
I need you to be more specific. Not able to do it. Sorry, we're looking for the California. Needed the state. The California Gold Rush is the correct answer. All right, still tied, 20-20. Everybody get your buzzers ready. Another toss-up. This man's 2006 re-election campaign successfully linked challenger Judy Bar-Topinka to the scandals that got his predecessor, George Ryan, imprisoned. His method of filling an empty Senate seat, however, led to his own 2009 impeachment. Name this former Illinois governor. And nobody knows. It was Rod Blagojevich. Tried to sell Barack Obama's Senate seat long ago. All right, another toss-up question. Both teams, get them ready. This character avoids the temptation to try out the television room or catch one of the squirrels trained to sort nuts. He therefore outlasts Mike TV, Veruca Salt, and 2 other lucky finders of golden tickets. Mackinaw City, Alexandra.
Charlie?
Yes, Charlie is right. Charlie Bucket from the Chocolate Factory. You got it. Nice job. 10 points. Bonus questions now for Mackinaw City. No buzzers needed. You can confer. Brenna, I'll take the answers from you. The poems The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock and The Hollow Men are by the author whose work inspired the musical Cats. Name that author of Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats.
We don't know.
No answer? It's T.S. Eliot, the man that we're looking for. So nothing on the bonus. 30-20, Mackinaw City on top. Toss-up question, both teams. The Belcher Islands lie in this body of water. Wapusk National Park lies on its shore, as does the town of Churchill, nicknamed the polar bear capital of the world. James Bay is the southern section of what Canadian bay named after Ellsworth, Nate?
Hudson Bay.
Yes, Hudson is right. Ellsworth, 10 points. Bonus questions now for the Lancers. No buzzers needed. You can confer. Carrie, I'll take the answers from you. 1928 marked the first time a Republican presidential nominee won the state of Texas. Name that Commerce Secretary who only served one term as president before losing to Franklin Roosevelt in 1932.
Hoover.
Yes, Herbert Hoover is right. Second bonus question for Ellsworth. Hoover's opponent, Al Smith, did poorly in the South because he was a member of this Christian denomination that was widely distrusted at the time.
Catholic?
Yeah, the Roman Catholic Church, that's right, and a chance to sweep the bonus. At the time of the election, Smith was governor of this state. Thomas Dewey was another losing presidential candidate who served as governor of this state. Carrie, I need an answer from you.
North Carolina.
No, not the right one. It's New York, the state of New York. And you're able to get 2 on the bonus. That bell signals the end of the round. Ellsworth taking a 20-point lead. It's Ellsworth 50, Mackinaw City 30. We're going to take this time out. And when we come back, it'll be time for the perfect 10 right after this.
I could be anything I want to be. I want to see how the moon looks, like a big circle. Go to Saturn and Venus, Mercury and Neptune, Pluto. You gotta read and study and work hard. I'm gonna keep learning. The whole Earth is big. Like, go to different places, look everywhere, find stuff. It's fun. You have to bring your safari cameras to take pictures of the safari things. You need to learn how to explore the world.
Welcome back to Quiz Central Gold Division, first round game. Next time we stick with the Gold Division and we welcome in Bear Lake and Northern Michigan Christian. Hope you'll join us for that one. Right now locked up in a pretty good battle here. Ellsworth 50, Mackinaw City 30, and time for us to head to our perfect 10 round. This is a 60-second round where each team will have a separate set of 10 questions from their choice of 3 categories. Teams can either answer or pass a question in order to answer as many of the 10 as possible in 60 seconds. And then the opposing team will have 30 seconds to answer any that were passed and correctly answered or questions we didn't get to. And each correct answer is worth 10 points. Teams you can consult, don't need buzzers in the round. The team that is trailing has the first choice of the clues to the categories. Mackinaw City, that would be you, and here are your clues. From sea to shining sea, leave a message with my secretary, or put the presidential pedal to the metal.
The last one.
The last one, put the presidential pedal to the metal. The category is, name these winners of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. All right? Name these winners of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. 60 seconds on the Mackinaw City clock. Founder of Walmart.
Pass.
Chairman of the Fed, 1987 to 2006.
Pass.
Historian of Truman and John Adams.
Pass.
Inventor of first polio vaccine.
Polk.
What was that?
Polk?
No, that's not right. First man to walk on the moon.
Armstrong?
Yes, Neil Armstrong is right. Marine biologist who wrote Silent Spring.
Pass.
Architect of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Pass.
Creator of Mickey Mouse.
Walt Disney.
Yes, Disney's right. Author of Invisible Man. And time is up. Did not get that in. Tough category, got 2 correct answers. Ellsworth does leave you a good chance here to steal. You have 8 out there to try to steal. Again, the category is name these winners of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Ellsworth, you will have 30 seconds, and we put it on the clock. Founder of Walmart.
Pass.
Chairman of the Fed, 1987 to 2006.
Pass.
Historian of Truman and John Adams.
Pass.
Inventor of first polio vaccine.
Pass.
Marine biologist who wrote Silent Spring.
Pass.
Architect of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And didn't get any. No stealing. This Perfect 10 got both teams a little bit here. Here are the correct answers. Walmart, founded by Sam Walton. Alan Greenspan was the chairman of the Fed. David McCullough was the historian. Jonas Salk, the inventor of the polio vaccine. Rachel Carson wrote Silent Spring. I.M. Pei was the architect of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Invisible Man author is Ralph Ellison. And we never did get to the 10th and final question. So it is a 50-50 tie. Ellsworth, 2 remaining categories for you here in the Perfect 10, and they are From Sea to Shining Sea or Leave a Message with My Secretary.
Sea to Shining Sea.
All right, From Sea to Shining Sea, the category is seas. Which sea borders both of these countries? We specifically want bodies of waters known as seas. Again, seas. Which sea borders both of these countries? We specifically want bodies of water known as seas. 60 seconds on the Ellsworth clock. France and Egypt.
Mediterranean.
Yes, that's right. Ukraine and Turkey.
Baltic Sea.
No, that is not right. Finland and Germany.
Black Sea.
No, that's incorrect. England and Belgium.
Baltic Sea.
No, that's not right. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. It's technically a lake.
Pass.
Brunei and the Philippines.
Pass.
Sudan and Saudi Arabia.
Red Sea.
Yes, the Red Sea is right. South Korea and China.
Name a sea. Pass.
And time's up. Didn't get to that one again. A tough one. 2 correct answers on our category. 70 to 50, Ellsworth on top. Mackinaw City, golden chance. You can grab the lead here if you know some of these seas. There are 8 out there to try to steal. Again, the category is seas. Which sea borders both of these countries? We specifically want bodies of water known as seas. 30 seconds on the Mackinaw City clock. Ukraine and Turkey.
Aegean.
No, that's not right. Finland and Germany.
Adriatic.
No, that's not right. England and Belgium.
The Black Sea.
No, that's incorrect. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. It's technically a lake.
Victoria.
No, that's not right. Brunei and the Philippines. And time is up. No steals. Boy, 2 tough Perfect 10s here tonight for both teams. Ellsworth, you were right around that. You kept saying the Baltic on the wrong one. Here's how they work. Ukraine and Turkey is the Black Sea. Finland and Germany, the Baltic Sea. England and Belgium, the North Sea. The Aral Sea is Uzbekistan. The South China Sea is Brunei and the Philippines. And the Yellow Sea was South Korea and China. We didn't get to those final 2. All right. Ellsworth 70, Mackinaw City 50, which means we have a very important 4th round. And here it comes. It's called the home stretch round. And as we head down the home stretch, I'm going to have more toss-up questions, followed by bonus questions for the team that answers the toss-up correctly. All correct answers worth 10 points apiece. Very important question. Get your buzzers ready. One version of this franchise features Stella Bonacera, who works with Mac Taylor in New York. Mackinaw City, Catherine.
CSI New York.
I will take that. CSI is what we're looking for. Nicely done. Jumped that way early. I was going to tell you about one that was set in Las Vegas as well, one that was in Miami, but you jumped it early. 10 points for Mackinaw City. Bonus questions, no buzzers needed. You can confer. Brenna, I'll take the answers from you. Give the following about sculptures in Washington, D.C. The best known sculpture by Daniel Chester French depicts this man sitting in a chair. It is in a namesake memorial designed by Henry Bacon.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yep, Abraham Lincoln is right. Each state is allowed to honor this many of its citizens with sculptures in the capital's National Statuary Hall.
Three.
Nope, not the right answer. It is two citizens, able to get one on the bonus. And guess what? We are tied at 70-70. Another important toss-up. Here it is for both teams. During this battle, Simon Fraser was injured by Daniel Morgan's brigade. Its main battle sites were at Bemis Heights and Freeman's Farm. John Burgoyne surrendered after this victory for Horatio Gates. Name this battle in New York, a turning point of the Revolutionary War. Mackinaw City, Catherine.
Battle of Bunker Hill?
No, that's not the right one. Ellsworth, I've read the entire question if one of you would like to take a shot at it. And nobody does. It's the Battle of Saratoga. And that bell signals the end of the round. This one's going to come right down to the final round. We're tied 70-70. We'll take this break and be back with that final countdown right after this.
Our dad believed that we can use television to inform children and adults in a positive way.
And that's still a huge part of the work we do each day here.
And we're parents too now.
And as parents, we see that you have to make important choices for your children every day.
And when it comes to children's television, PBS inspires families to learn about their world.
Supporting PBS ensures that all children have this opportunity.
This is why we're here.
To help all children be more.
My children are growing, and it's so amazing how quick they change. Has PBS made me a better father? The answer is yes. I mean, believe me, kids don't come with instructions. Sometimes you face those moments, it's like, what do I do? And you will be watching PBS Kids and thinking, wow, very wise. Finally, I got the answer. And that's the kind of TV we need to be supporting today.
Hey, we've got a good one brewing here. We've only got one round left, and we are tied up 70-70, Mackinaw City and Ellsworth. And it's time to go to our final round here tonight. Final countdown time. 2-minute rapid fire round. First player to signal gets a chance to answer the question. Any wrong answers will allow the opposing team to answer the question. No consulting among team members here in the final countdown, and correct answers are all worth 10 points apiece. Everybody get your buzzers ready. Good luck. 2 minutes on the clock. The final countdown begins now. Which state was the site of a Sikh temple shooting in August and then a spa shooting in October? Mackinaw City, Catherine.
Wisconsin?
Yes, Wisconsin is right. Horace Greeley's statement, "Go west, young man," supported what 19th century idea that expanding to the Pacific Ocean was... Mackinaw City, Alexandra.
Manifest Destiny?
Yes, that is correct. Which author of the Subterraneans used his friend Neil Cassidy as the model for Dean Moriarty in his novel narrated by Sal Paradise, On the Road? No answer. Next question. What color, whose light equally stimulates the L and M cones, is associated with jingoistic journalism, ribbons remembering hostages, and taxi cabs? Mackinaw City, Alexandra.
Yellow.
Yes, yellow is right. What modern nation was the heart of the Parthian, Sassanid, and Safavid empires after Alexander the Great defeated Darius III of its Persian Empire? No answer. Next question, too late. What work describing a specter haunting Europe and the conflict between the proletariat and bourgeoisie was written by Friedrich Engels and Karl Marx? And again, no answer. Next question. Francois de Barmerois offered what area to Robert Livingston and James Monroe for $15 million, initiating an 1803 purchase? Ellsworth, Nate.
Louisiana Purchase.
Yes, that is right. Which song mentions a hot night when the wind was blowing notes? This is crazy, but here's my number, and was a number. Mackinaw City, Alexandra.
Call Me Maybe?
Yes, Call Me Maybe is correct. What actinide, isolated by Martin Klaproth in 1789 and named after a gas giant, has radioactive isotopes of... Time is up, and Mackinaw City, you are the winner, 110 to 80, and a nice round of applause for both teams. The final countdown got the Comets over the hump and broke up the tie game. Questions that we didn't answer in that final round. The on-the-road author is Jack Kerouac. Iran is that Persian empire, the modern-day country. The Communist Manifesto, written by Engels and Marx. And uranium would have been the final answer. So Mackinaw City, congratulations. You will move along here in the gold division, move to a second-round game. Ellsworth came right down to the wire. Good game, two very competitive teams. For those of you who are seniors, best of luck in your future endeavors. You underclassmen, we hope to see you back here next season on Quiz Central. And we hope to see you back here again next time, gold division first-round game as Bear Lake takes on Northern Michigan Christian. Join us then. Good night, everybody.
Quiz Central is brought to you in part by the CMU Bookstore. Your source for maroon and gold pride is the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and maroon and gold memories can be found at the CMU Bookstore. If it's textbooks you need, you'll find them new and used. If you're looking for technology, the CMU Bookstore's Microchips is an Apple authorized dealer. The CMU Bookstore, on campus in the University Center and online at cmubookstore.com.